Well, the next event on the track, the men's 100 metres, is coming at us from all directions, but this one again proves to be special.
DeAndre Batson, a non-starter. But there you can see the rest of the lineup, Gatlin and Gay and Powell. Mouth-watering 100 metres. And this wind, just as we've been saying all evening, hovering around the legal mark, might just help carry these guys to a very, very quick time indeed. Gatlin and Gay have been in top form. The meeting record is held by Johan Blake in Olympic year 9.69. Gatlin won here last year when he raced Gay in 9.80. Kim Collins, the former world champion in lane 1, sub 10 seconds again this year, 39 years of age. Mike Rogers was third in the American trials. Will be representing USA in Beijing. Asafa Powell, 9.84, the Jamaican Championships, but then an even quicker 9.81, winning in Paris the other night, looked superb. Gatlin elected to run the 200 meters at the American trials and stunned everybody with a 19.57. Back to the 100 meters tonight. Last year, this was the race in which Tyson Gay made his return from his drug suspension, and indeed he ran 9.93 behind Gatlin. That was as quick as he ran all year. He's gone quicker this year, already 9.87 in winning the American Championships. Bledman, another one who's recently performed superbly well, 9.86 in his championships a couple of weeks ago. Isaiah Young is replacing Ogunode. Isaiah Young ran in the 200 meters earlier on, and as we said, Batson a non-starter. So just 7 men, but in lanes 1 to 6 certainly, full of talent. But all 7 men here have broken 10 seconds before, including Isaiah Young. In fact, Young,
and that from Pichardo in the 5th round.
So quickest 100 meters of the year so far, 9.74, right at the beginning of this Diamond League season, was from Gatlin. It was a lot warmer that day or evening. It's getting cool here in Lausanne, but with a following breeze. Let's see how quick they go. Gatlin's in 4, Gay's in 5, Powell in 3. Gatlin gets the best start. Powell is away pretty well, but Gatlin's already got a half a meter. Gay got left behind, and they're all chasing Gatlin, and Gatlin is clear and won it. 9.75 plus 1.4. Gay may well have just pipped Powell for second spot there. Didn't get such a good start, and it was pretty much all over, I reckon, after the first 5 to 6 meters, because Powell, if he's ever going to win, has got to get out ahead and hope that Gatlin doesn't get a good start. But Gatlin was out, and he was away. 9.75. His winning time. Powell and Gay have been given exactly the same time. We'll have to split them for who got the nod of second. It may well indeed even be Powell in the end. Gay's looking up to see. Didn't get out of the blocks very well. Powell was okay, but not as good as Gatlin. And at the moment, with Usain Bolt struggling with injury, you really can't see anybody getting in Gatlin's way come the World Championships. Powell, a little wry smile from him. Just never really believe in Powell, do you, that he can come and win the big one. When the guys are there, he tends to run quick when the other big names aren't there. Not so good out of the blocks for me, Powell.
No, I mean, Gatlin had an astonishing start. He made Powell and Gay on either side of him look really slow and labouring out of the blocks. And indeed, the race was won, Stephen, I think you pointed out correctly, within the first few yards. Look at Gatlin in the light blue. Bang, up and away, and certainly Powell in the red looked very slow. By 30 metres, Gatlin was half a metre ahead, and he carried on pouring it on, opening the space on the 2 of the quickest men in history. I mean, only 4 men have gone quicker than that in history, that 9.75, and 2 of them there are a metre and a half behind him. And they are in good form, we know that too, so Gatlin underlining yet again, as if it was needed, his utter dominance of the sprint scene on the global scene at the moment. And Powell has been confident. You know, Powell's quoted in some of the handouts to the media at this meeting, you know, Gatlin is beatable. He's only the 4th fastest man in history. Of course he's beatable. Thing is, tonight, he's thrashed them.
That was an easy win in the end, really, and he's got room to spare, hasn't he, Gatlin? He's been making some comments recently, hasn't he, as Tyson Gay, and as we've said before, he's not going to win over everybody, and all he's doing is running his races in a very dominant way, it has to be said, both at 100 and 200 metres. So Gatlin with that 9.75, well ahead of Powell and Gay. Mike Rogers ahead of the rest for 3rd spot. Sorry, 4th.